It is 7:15 now. Well, Cody's Caravan is in Plymouth, hanging out at the Airbnb that comes with quite a bit of history.
We check in with Cody, who's out making new friends. Of course you are.
That's right.
Oh.
Are you in a barrel?
I am making new friends. The acoustic's amazing in this
Yeah,
little room.
fabulous.
It's so fun. This is Steve and Elizabeth. Thank you guys so much for inviting us out here. This is so cute.
Thank
So
you for
cute.
coming.
You're welcome. Now, Steve, when you guys took over this property, neighbors were like, would you just raise the whole thing?
Tear them down, just tear them down, and I couldn't do it. They're just, the bones were too good in the houses, so it was.
And the
Just
history
couldn't
was
do it.
there. You
Yeah.
can't. People are tearing down too much history. I mean, this started out as the original mine camp in Plymouth, and then a boarding house, a couple of boarding houses in 1923. The Begoviches bought the boarding houses here. So from the 1880s, it was kind of a mine camp, and then a couple of different owners, and then people who, you know, and the Begoviches are well known in California. One of them turned into a state senator, the other had a casino, and we couldn't see tearing down property that was part of Plymouth. And so we put in a lot of hard work and just took it from the ground up, mucked them out, and turned them into what they are now. And we're still working.
Don't let her fool you. She's been doing a lot of work here too. It's just a little different work than he's been doing. Steve, recovering this property, instead of using going to Home Depot or whatever and picking up stuff, you've tried to use as much, classic wood and windows and all that stuff, right?
Absolutely. Had
repurposing.
a friend, they'd be tearing down a house, come over and help me tear it down, and you can have what's there, and it's old wood. They just don't make old wood anymore, you know? And so, yeah, everything here has been someplace else and is now here.
When we tore down the walls in there, the OSB boards, he found original pine. I mean, long boards of wood that you just can't get anymore. And they're on the walls in there, and he kind of squished them together because they leaked through. The poor miners, I feel bad for them. But.
It's pretty wild. Now, you were talking about, come with me. Show us this thing. Now, this piece of wood right here actually came from your parents' place?
Yes, so I grew up on a winery in Shenandoah Valley, and this was a walnut tree that was out in the back field, and my dad tore the walnut tree down when we planted a vineyard in probably the early 80s, and then he milled it, and it was sitting in the basement, and so we repurposed it, we took it, Steve shellacked it. It came like this. Dad had it like this in the basement. And we left it, and then we put it around this granary, which is also a piece of Shenandoah Valley history, because this is where they stored grain at the turn of the last century when they fed the miners.
Oh,
So Dad made this out of a walnut tree in Shenandoah Valley.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
As kids, so.
Now, here's the thing. We've just scratched the surface of this team right here. I am fascinated by both of you. We're going to show you some more of the properties. We're going to talk about some of her books, because she's written like a gajillion books. I'm telling you, she's amazing. So that's what we're going to do out here in Plymouth today. Back to you guys in studio.
Right on. All right. Thanks, guys.
I said, back to you.
You are your own guy, your own voice guy out there. Thanks, Cody.
That's right.